My friends, it's Jonathan, and this is probably one of the most exciting videos for the simple reason that when you apply the knowledge contained in this video, you achieve the feat that I believe all of us are aiming to achieve in life, which is how do we get leverage, how do we experience virality in our Ripple, in our lives, in our organization, and we call this Ripple duplication. And by applying the knowledge contained in this training and contained in this video, you can truly experience your Ripple start to go viral. You can experience the coveted growth that every technology company and every company really aims to achieve in life, and that is virality. And virality in this industry is so amazing for a lot of different reasons. One just being, once you experience viral growth, you're on your way to freedom. You're on your way to a truly experiencing life of freedom where income and money and financial issues will not be a concern for you anymore, because virality in this model literally is viral money making. It's viral income creation. It's viral growth in terms of your finances, because as the Ripple goes viral, all the transactions and all the money and all the value that's being created inside of the ecosystem also goes viral. And so this is truthfully what it's all about when it comes to building a social business. The core, the crux of being a socialpreneur in this modern day and age is how can we cause our social graph to go viral? How do we build a Ripple that goes viral? And that's what this training is all about. And so, kicking it right off, my friends, I want to focus on the number one thing that you should be doing right now, that everyone should be doing right now, that you can train your team on right now. And you have to understand that behavior is what duplicates. People follow what we do, not what we say. They have to see what we're doing if they're going to follow anything. And behavior is what duplicates. What you do is what's going to spread throughout your entire Ripple. So first things first, it's important that you start by doing all the actions and taking all the actions that you want anyone else in your group to take. That's numero uno. That's number one. And so let's start with rippling up. Okay. Now, recently we introduced a new algorithm to the system that pretty much works like this: 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And what that's referring to are invites. Once you get 5 invites, 5 more unlock. And once you fill those 5 invites, 10 more unlock. And once you fill those 10 invites, 15 unlock. And once you fill 15, 20 unlock. And once you fill 20, 25 invites unlock. So if you look at this, the total number of invites is 10, 20, 25, 45, 70. So there's 70 total invites, and that is rippling up. Once you've fulfilled 70 invites in this sequence, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you have successfully rippled up. Now, your first core focus, okay, this is what you're to do your very first 7 days, being a socialpreneur, building your social business by focusing on Rippln. This is what you want to do: ripple up. And here's how it works. What you're going to do, and this is what I find amazing, the average person right now has about 245 friends on Facebook. Okay? Every single one of us, on average, has about 245 friends on Facebook. What's interesting is that your friends on Facebook actually have about 350 people. And some social research was conducted to figure this out, and it's fascinating, but biologically, we're motivated to be friends with people who have more social influence than we are. Obviously, because of the survival benefits of having friends who are more connected socially, sometimes obviously gives you survival benefits, more access to resources, all these different things. And so we're all motivated to have friends who have more friends than we do. So on average, everybody has about 245 friends, but people's friends generally have more friends than they do. So here's why this is good news. If our core focus is on rippling up, and in order to ripple up, we need to have 5 people confirm, 5 people confirmed, then 10, 15, 20, 25. That means 70 total people. We can literally do this all from Facebook alone. And so if you go to Facebook and you literally start sending a message that goes like this to all your friends on Facebook, start with the top 100. Isolate the top 100 coolest, most influential, people that you probably want to work with the most in your Facebook. Go to Facebook and say, Hey, what's up, Johnny? Haven't connected in a while, or good to see you, buddy. Hey, what's your email? I want to send you something really cool. That's it. Or what's your phone? I want to hit you with something really cool. I'm going to shoot you a text. That's it, right? Then we get the phone or the email. Now we go back to Rippln. We send the invite via phone or mobile, and we go back to Facebook and we follow up with them saying, "Hey, I just shot you an invite to Rippln, and you can use the Rippln Million User March." And obviously, you'll see a link to that underneath this. We'll post links. It's sort of the campaign we're rallying around right now to reach 1 million users. You use the Rippln Million User March campaign, so you go back and say, "Hey, I just shot you an invite to this new cool social platform called Rippln. We're on our way to reaching 1 million users in the first 60 days, and we're going to break the records of a lot of the biggest tech companies. Check that invite out. It's so cool. It actually rewards you for building your social graph in this platform. Similar like we're hanging out on Facebook right now, except you can actually get paid. Just check it out." That's it. And accept the invite. Help us reach 1 million users by June 15th. That's the message that you follow up with, okay? So I'm going to repeat those 3 steps. Number 1, everyone focuses first on rippling up. So you go to Facebook and to the top coolest 100 people you have on your Facebook, send them that simple message, step 1. Hey, what's your phone and what's your email? I want to hit you up with something real quick. It's super cool. What's your email? What's your best phone? I'll shoot you a text or shoot you an email. Once you get that, step 2 is you send them an invite from your Rippln back office. And number 3, you follow up with another customized message that says, "Hey, I'm part of this new platform, Rippln. We're shooting to reach our 1,000,000th user by June 15th and beat the records of all the biggest tech companies in the world. I think you're going to love the concept. Check it out when you get the invitation and accept the invitation and let me know what you think." It's that simple. And our focus is literally ripple up. Once you've completed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you have successfully rippled up and you have achieved a major milestone. Now, what's going to happen next is you're going to focus on helping your people ripple up. And the way it works is this. Out of those 70 people that you send an invite to, the reality is probably about 7 of them are actually going to be excited. And it's going to be anywhere from about 3 to 4 to 7 people who get that invite are probably going to be just as excited as you, and they're going to be like, "My God, this is the coolest thing that I've ever seen." And they're going to hit you back and say, "I love the concept. How can I know more? Tell me more. Do you know anything else about it?" And that's when you're going to get on the phone with them, and you're going to hop on the phone and you're going to say, "Hey, so check it out. Right now it's super cool. We're in this buzz building phase, and pretty much you can grow the Ripple for free. And then once they start introducing the apps and the products and turn on, the compensation and the commerce, we can start getting paid from all the activity happening on our Ripple. We can actually get rewarded for the value in our own social graph." And they're like, "That's super cool. What do I do next?" And you say, "Here's the first thing you do. You ripple up." The whole game is based around rippling up. So once you send your first 5 invites and get your next 5, then it becomes 10, 15, 20, 25. Once you've sent all those, you've rippled up, and I'll help you do it. Here's how to do it. And you walk them through exactly what you did. You go to their Facebook, you duplicate the same process. Send this message, just get their name, get their email, and their phone number. Shoot them an invite, follow up with this message about us reaching 1 million users through the platform, and ripple up. Once you've got 70 people in the Ripple, now you're going to have about the same numbers. About 3, 5, 6, 7 of them are going to be really excited and help them do the same thing. Now, all of a sudden, I want you to imagine that if your focus is on first rippling up, and so you invite 70 people to the Ripple, and then out of those 70 people, 5 are really excited, and now you help those 5 ripple up, and out of those 70 that each of them invites, they're going to have 5 that are really excited, and you help those 5 ripple up. What you're doing is you're teaching your whole Ripple the behavior that everyone wants to take by you actually getting on the phone with your 5 excited people from you rippling up and working with them personally, each of them, to invite people from Facebook, to call their people from Facebook, to get on the phone, showing them what to say, how to do it. All of a sudden, that's the behavior that begins to duplicate. That behavior begins to go viral throughout your whole organization. And what you're looking to do is find people on your 5th Ripple, 6th Ripple, 7th Ripple that you can focus on helping to ripple up, because once you've done that, you're going to lock in and anchor your whole Ripple, because now all the people above are going to be motivated to keep going because they're seeing all this viral growth happen in their Ripple. And if all of us just focus on this, the Ripple is truthfully going to grow like crazy. And it's literally as simple as that. Step 1, ripple up. Step 2, find the 5 people who are really excited and help them ripple up. Step 3, help those people get their first 5 to ripple up that are really excited. And that process, just continuing to duplicate, literally will lead to a viral Ripple growth. And it is literally that simple, my friends. So, once you're clear on the exact strategy that we're doing right now to ripple up and then duplicate rippling up, honestly, I don't want you to think about anything else. If you're hearing this right now, your goal should be in the next 7 days, I'm going to completely ripple up. I'm literally going to ripple up all from Facebook and all from the contacts in my phone. You don't need anything else to send out 70 invites. Every single human being can pretty much ripple up just from that, and that is your entire goal over the next 5 days. And after that, your entire goal for the next 5 days is to help 5 people that are excited from you rippling up to help them ripple up. And that will literally launch a viral growth throughout your entire organization. So where do we go from there? Well, once you've started with that, it's important to understand what training systems exist for you to plug into. The first thing I want you to do is go to www.ripplstrategy.com/RIP, RIP, and make sure you add yourself to our update list to be notified of all the important Rippling calls and events. From this list, we notify anytime there's webinars or events or cool sessions where people can ripple up and do all sorts of things. We'll notify everybody on this list. So this is an important list to be on because it's going to keep you totally up to date and up to speed with everything that's going on with Ripple. The second thing is you can go to ripplstrategy.com and join the Ripple Strategy team training site. This is where videos like this one are posted. We're posting all of our trainings on the Ripple Strategy site so anyone can learn how to build a Ripple, how to become more of a leader, and all sorts of advanced strategies that are going to lead to people creating, full-time income, 6-figure income, 7-figure incomes, or just even learning how to create any type of income that pays your car bill or phone bill, whatever you want. We're going to be teaching people on ripplstrategy.com. You can also text Ripple Time to the short code 90210 on your cell phone, and that's going to add you to our mobile update list where you'll be able to get live text updates for all things happening Ripple. So first things first, plug yourself into each and every one of these. Now, the second you bring a new person into your Ripple, you should send them an email and make sure that they also add themselves to the Ripple Strategy list, add themselves to the Ripple Strategy team training site, and have them text Ripple Time to 90210 so that your entire team is plugged into these systems. The goal is we want all of us to literally move like a school of fish. So whenever there's something going on, bang, we all move like a school of fish, and we can mobilize for the big events, we can mobilize for the big calls, we mobilize for the meetings and the sessions and the presentations and everything that's going to allow our ripples to grow like crazy. The more dialed in we all get, the more synced in we all get, the more we all move like a school of fish, the faster this ripple is going to grow, the more momentum that's going to exist throughout everything, and that's what we need to do. So we need to dial everybody into these training systems right here, and we all need to start moving like a school of fish. And when you get an update, be on that call. When you get a text saying, hey, there's a special call, it's a leadership call, be on it tomorrow night at 6 p.m., then be on it tomorrow night at 6 p.m. If we unveil something and say, hey, we're doing a special prospecting call for new people to the Ripple tomorrow at 7, then have 5 new people on that call tomorrow at 7. Whatever we say to do, it's time that we all start doing it. And we move like a school of fish and we take furious action, because if you want to create amazing results in life and you literally want to be one of the people who's completely financially free that can do any damn thing you want to do, then it's time to start taking furious action and follow the strategy, the guidance, and the leaders who are already completely free multimillionaires because of this industry and because of opportunities just like Rippln. We're all at the beginning of something that truly has the ability to be bigger than anything we've ever done. And if we dial in right now and move like a school of fish, there's no telling where we're going to be able to take this. So what should I share with those I've already invited? So once you've invited somebody to Rippln, here's what we recommend. Number one, share the Rippln videos and let them tell the story. So if you've got a couple favorite videos, maybe the Rippln Million User March, or maybe the follow-up video, or maybe the post-NDA video, share your favorite videos with each new person you've invited and let them tell the story. Number two, you can also share www.ripplevelocity.com/hangout. Now, there will always be some version of a presentation, so that anyone who wants to learn more about Rippln can go to ripplevelocity.com/hangout and get a full story, big picture presentation about Rippln and what's in it for them. So I highly recommend sharing this with everyone that you invite as well. And number three, make sure you have them like the Rippln Facebook page, okay? We want to engage everybody in social media, so if you haven't gone to facebook.com and liked our Rippln page, first things first, that's where you're going to get all of the Rippln updates, from us in real time. So, check in there and 3-4 times a day you'll be able to find out what's happening with Rippln and really be able to move like a school of fish with the company as well. And make sure you send this to everybody who you invite as well, so they all get plugged into Rippln. And I promise you, the people who stick to this system the most, the people who literally follow everything that I just said and stick to this system the most, plug yourself. First things first, you ripple up. Then you help your people ripple up. Then you plug into the training systems yourself. Then you plug your people into the training systems yourself. Then you share this right here with those you invited, and then you teach them to share it with those they invited. That simple system right there is literally going to cause viral growth throughout your entire Rippln. So, with that understanding, I want to talk a little bit more about how you actually build a huge Rippln. And the truth is that many people will have thousands, even tens of thousands, some even hundreds of thousands of people in their Rippln as we enter into phase 2. So this is all going to happen in the next 60 days, and you can build a Rippln as big as you want. Here's how. It's really all about the power of your one-to-one relationships. What you want to be doing is you want to build relationships with the people who see the vision and they believe what you do. So when you're rippling up, when you invite your 70 people, on average, this is just what I've seen, it's pretty standard, I think about 10% of the people who see the message are going to get it the way you do. They're truly going to see the vision the way you do. They're going to want to be a part of this social entrepreneurship movement. They're going to want to get paid for the value they're creating in the marketplace. It's going to make so much sense to them, just like it does to you, and they're going to want to run with it. Now, that's going to be about 10% of all the people you actually invite. So if you invite 10 people, one of them is probably going to see it the way you do. But if you invite 70, that means 7 are going to see it the way you do, give or take. Now, that's actually a lot of people. 7 people who are really passionate, loyal, and excited to run with this vision is all you will ever need to build a viral, humongous Rippln. Because if you help 7 people literally ripple up, now those 7 people each invite 70, guess what? That just turned into 7 times 7, 400 and what did that turn into? I believe it's 5, 6. Yeah, 490 people in your Rippln from just those 7 rippling up. Okay? Now, if you help each of their 7 ripple up, do the math. Because this is how this is going to go huge. So by focusing your time and your attention on the people who see the vision, don't worry about the people who don't see the vision. You want to spend 90% of your time on those who really get it, 10% of your time on the rest of the 90%. And so 10% of the people are really going to get it. Spend 90% of your time there. 90% of the people aren't really going to get it the same way, and only spend 10% of your time there. And so if those people, if they engage with you or shoot out, cool, give them some energy, spend some time, but you want to spend 90% of your time with all the people who are really running with it. And so when somebody shows up to you and they're excited and they want to know more and they want to know what to do, focus on helping them ripple up. Go to their Facebook account with them, email their friends with them, get their phone numbers, send their invites with them, follow up with them, Walk them through everything they need to do. Spend all your time and energy there. And I promise you that's where you're going to get the maximum output for your input invested. And that's where you're going to start to see things go viral. Because once those people see how to do it, that's what they're going to do with their excited people. And that duplicates. So focus your energy and give your time to those who are actively sharing and growing their Ripple. And don't be afraid to spend time on the phone. And you really want to focus on building real relationships with as many people as you can. And I want to emphasize this point because the people who have the most real, deep, meaningful relationships with the most people who are taking action and excited inside your Ripple, those are the people who are going to have long-term checks. Literally, they're going to be able to make a check for the next decade that never goes away because of all the glue that exists in the community, the Ripple that you're building. The real relationships are like the glue for the community because we love doing business and working with people who we like and we trust and we respect and we have loyalty to. And I promise you that loyalty is worth more than anything in this business. As a social entrepreneur, as a socialpreneur, those who are loyal to us and those who we have loyalty to, those are the teams that will run to the ends of the earth with each other, and that is priceless, priceless, priceless in this space. So build real relationships, spend real time with each other, and it's truly endless, the potential of what we can all create. We can go literally build a Ripple of hundreds of millions of people because it'll never stop. That's how powerful our ripple effect on the world is. And number 4, make sure you invite all the people in your Ripple to each conference call, each presentation, each event that Rippln does, and keep in touch with them as we get closer to phase 2. Now, this is what I was talking about, becoming a school of fish. It's important that we all literally move like a school of fish and dial in like a school of fish. And number 5, help your leaders, help your excited invitees become Rippln leaders themselves. Okay? And this is really important because once you help somebody ripple up, the next big thing is help them experience what it's like for somebody on their team to ripple up. Because once they get the feeling, the visceral feeling of what it's like for all of a sudden there to be viral growth happening inside their Ripple, and for them to be leading a group of people, for 75 or 100 or 300 people to have showed up in their Ripple, now they are truly stepping into a new level of leadership. And as you begin to help people step into their own levels of leadership and their own levels of influence, their power to create changes. They become more powerful people. They now actually show up to the world in a different way. So this is all about us becoming true leaders ourselves and then helping other people step into bigger versions of leadership themselves, step into their own shoes of greatness, and you're literally going to have an organization of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and a lifelong check from a company like Rippln. And so what's helpful in that is find answers to any questions that your people have. Get them connected to the leaders who invited you to the Ripple and create your own strategy for you and them to stay engaged. So you really want to be creating as many connection points as you can. Get in touch with whoever your sponsor is in the Ripple, whoever invited you, and put on a 3-way call so that you can introduce all of your excited people to them, and then they can be introduced to the person above them, and so on and so on and so on, so that everyone's connected. You want to create as many points of connection in the Ripple as possible so that there's as deep of a relationship with all of us as possible. The more of a community that this is, the more of a family that this is, the more of relationships we all have, the stronger the community is, and this is how you build and grow enormous ripples. If you want to create a full-time income, a 6-figure income, or a 7-figure income, I promise you this is how to do it. It's literally as simple as this. So in closing, those with the biggest visions will have the biggest ripples. If you share your enthusiasm, your belief, your passion, and your heart for what we are doing, it will spread. And people will want to be a part of your Ripple, and they will want to follow you. If you follow the instructions exactly like I detailed in this training video, I promise you that's what it takes to build huge ripples and create huge checks inside of this new type of model of a social business. And the world is literally your playground. Anything is possible. It has never been easier to literally build a social business that has a chance to pay you a 6-figure or 7-figure income. And for everyone asking, how can I earn that type of an income with Rippln? More details will be coming soon, but those who focus on all the basics that I taught you right here today, and that's what's going to build the biggest ripple. If you literally focus on the 3 steps, number 1, you ripple up. Number 2, focus on the 7 people who are really excited and help them ripple up. And number 3, teach them how to show their people how to ripple up. And I promise you, you are on the way to a 6-figure or 7-figure income. The simplicity is what rules in this business. And my friends, I'm so excited to be a part of this with you at these early stages that we're all showing up together to participate in the Rippln movement. And as long as we move forward from here with furious action, with heartfelt intention and desire to make a difference in the world and a difference in people's lives, and to really help others, create their own value in the marketplace and get rewarded for their own value in the marketplace, and to show others how to lead the way, we're going to go change the world, and we're definitely going to go change all of our lives. Stay tuned for more information coming soon, and take action on everything you learned in this video.